What's up, guys? Larry Chen here. Welcome to my channel. We got Vaughn here.
Woo-hoo! What up? Welcome to the lab.
This is the RTR Lab in Charlotte.
Yep.
And
Concord, to be exact, right outside of Charlotte.
as I was walking around, just checking it out, I was thinking of so many profound things to say, you know, but it's tough because we have quite the history together. You know, I've been shooting you for 16, almost 17 years, and I've seen you from the very bottom all the way till now. It is incredible, and I've been so lucky to be able to be there to capture a lot of that stuff, including checking out your old shop, and now it's this.
I know, it's, every time we come down the drive and I see this building, giant RTR logo, like is this real life? But to your point, we've been doing this for a long time. I mean, you said it, you've seen me with my open car trailer going to FD to what we have now. And yeah, I'm just grateful. I've got a badass team and we're doing really cool stuff.
With that said, you guys watching the video, enjoy the tour, but this is a prime example of what really hard work gets you, because this man never ever stops, and anytime I call you, no matter what time of day, you pick up, and I'm sure it's the same way with any of the other people that you work with. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, it's you know, passion, commitment, and just believing in yourself.
We're standing in the showroom, and then behind me, I don't even have a wide enough lens to show all of the trophies here. Like, I have to like step on the other side of this, but so this is just your showroom and you have the products here.
Yeah, so this is just our lobby. We're still, like, I say we're only about 90% in, because I have so many other visions of things I want, but we've got to work and function. So this is our lobby as of now. Got a little bit of, you know, retail vibe, of course. Some history up there on the walls of some amazing accomplishments that we've earned. Receptionist, for the receptionist that doesn't exist. And then back there's our offices, so I won't bug you with that.
I'm gonna try to refrain as much as I can from talking about all the photos on the walls, but I'll point out the ones that mean a lot to me. Because, you know, I've shot so many photos of you and your team and all the things that you guys do, and it's basically plastered all around the walls. And it's the first time for me to see a lot of these articles that came out with my photos, but it's cool that you obviously utilize the stuff.
Yeah, and there's only some, and then of course some of these big photos out here, I believe. So this area is basically like the showroom area. So when we eventually open to the public, we will have this area kind of blocked off, and certain days a week people can come in, see what's going on in the shop, and, you know, hang out, maybe do some meet and greets and things like that. And so what's in here right now, Focus RS we did for SEMA.
Yes.
There's a fun little car that I haven't done enough with, but it's got a mount-tune, fully built mount-tune motor. We did some wild stuff to the rear diff unit with Ford to have some different control of it and things like that.
The center axis donuts that you do in that are absolutely insane.
It loves them. You know what this is?
Yeah, I know what this is.
R32 GTR. So there's a project that's been kind of in the works for about 3 years. I actually bought this car to do practice for the Mach-E 1400. So I could get better with all-wheel drive driving. And I wanted a mechanical, fully mechanical all-wheel drive car. And I, of course, always wanted an R32 back in the day. And so this car just got done, and our crazy spaceship has been done for about 2 years. So in some realities, it might take some people longer to build a very simple car versus a spaceship.
It's just funny that a Nissan snuck into your Ford collection. But, you know, we know you started out in Nissans. You started in Formula Drift and S13, which I'm guessing you still have, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's at my house. I'm going to restore that. I have that in my garage in the corner.
It really is important to preserve your history. This is something that I talk about all the time. A lot of the pro guys that I talk to now, maybe they regret some of the cars that they've sold. They've come up in the ranks, but at that point in time, just whatever, a couple $1,000
made sense. Yeah, you needed it.
A lot.
Yeah, I was able to haul my S13. You'll see I've still got my world championship car here. But this is something I'm really pumped with and really enjoying it. I got a fully built RB25, did a complete custom metal wide body to fit 315 NT01s all the way around it. Some badass BC coils, PPG sequential. It's got link computer, so if I put E85 or pump gas in it, it's flex fueled all up.
Our mutual friend, Brian Wilkerson, had a lot of touches on this.
Yeah,
right?
This was built at MA, so Brian basically brought everything together. I bought the car, and had it for a while, getting some stuff done, the body shop, and then once it was done, it went to MA. RTRX, which
Yes,
I think
I'm very
you guys
familiar with
know
this
a
one.
lot about this.
Yes.
This car does not have the right wheels, but this is the first prototype RTR. So this is our first car that we use for marketing. I gave it to my father before he passed away, and then before he passed away, he said I had to save it and give it to my firstborn. So this is Gunner's car, and Gunner knows it. When he comes here, he comes and sees it all the time. But a very special car, because this car eventually evolved into this, which is our first production RTR.
Is that the one that I shot in Times Square?
It is.
The crazy thing is, I don't know if you saw recently, I did the launch for the new Z car in Times Square.
Yep, I saw that.
And that was the first time I was legally able to take pictures there, you know. Whereas with this, I stole the shoot, which is fine, you know. We did it legally.
We didn't have the budget.
Yeah, we didn't have the budget to
shut Times
rent
Square
Times
down.
Square. That was the story that I told everybody. I'm like, look, however many years ago, it was 13, 12 years ago, I had a chance to shoot Vaughn Jr.'s first ever production RTR in Times Square. And after all these years, I finally get it as an official place. Like
Yeah, that's
an actual
awesome.
permitted place.
You're moving up,
Yeah.
bro. So I held on to that. We'll just jump right over here.
Yeah.
So this is motorsport, right? So this is Formula Drift. Only FD cars go here. You can see there's no lifts here. The guys work on the cars like they're at the racetrack. So everyone gets familiar with where to be, exactly where the jack stands get placed to get to what they need. And cars are now going back together. This is Adam's car. Motor just got back, just got put in. This is Chelsea's car.
It's actually really important for them to be able to change everything on the ground, because you guys have done some crazy miracles in terms of swapping rear ends in just a small amount of time.
Front
like
corners
10
of cars.
minutes. I can imagine you guys maybe don't have as much time to do those kind of drills, but they naturally just get used
Exactly,
to working
they know
on
what to
them.
do. This is all RTR vehicles. So this is prototyping, developing, new product installation, test fitting and all that. Right here, we have a bunch of first articles of production parts. So these are our rock sliders,
Project X
bumper
lights.
corners, yep, Project X lights, which this Bronco is a future fun runner that we're building for Project X.
When you guys moved into here, I'm actually glad I waited 2 years to come here, because it was empty, and now you've grown into it, and honestly almost out of it, because you're out of room.
I never thought that we'd be having that conversation when we bought this place, but yeah.
What did this used to be?
This used to be Kenny Schrader's shop. So this is where he ran his ARCA and dirt track cars out of. And before him, it was a NASCAR team. So again, more products. We got our Fun Haver long travel kit. This is first production articles. What we debuted on the Fun Runner and what we've had out so far have been first article prototyping. So now we have first article production for our long travel kits for Broncos, which I'm really pumped about. This is a Spec 5 build for our friends at Competition Clutch. So we're doing a full wide body and our coilovers and the full treatment on that.
Already, you know, the article that I did all those years ago on the RTR vehicles, I got so many comments about how inspirational that place was. And now it's just, it's a completely different level.
Another level. And like, there's so much going on right now. Like, I feel like it's a mess, but everything that's out is like being worked on. This is my demo car, which is undergoing just some off-season re-prep. You know, I'm not doing FD next year, so this will be my main car. So we're gonna do a couple special things to it, make it a little bit cooler.
Is this the Nürburgring car?
This is not the Nürburgring car. That is the Nürburgring car.
Got it.
This is Chelsea's new car. So like, this is the first day I've ever seen this livery on the ground.
So this is actually why I'm here in Charlotte. Tomorrow we're going to rent out the track and we're gonna get a bunch of shots of Logano and Chelsea driving this.
Well, Chelsea will be driving this, and then Joey will be driving his NASCAR that we convert into a drift car. So this is the Nürburgring car, right? They all have the same motor trans, like all the demo cars run a Illuminator Coyote with a Vortex supercharger, all exact same drivetrains. This is the first ever S550 chassis we ever did. This is the last car that I've actually worked on to build, long late nights with MA Motorsports, getting this car together before SEMA. That car is actually the same as our FD chassis. So the only thing that's really the same with those cars is drivetrain. This is obviously Mach-E 1400. This car is fully naked right now, getting ready to get a rewrap for a video project, and it's going to China. So this area is like our activation demo car prep. So everything that's done to the demo and exhibition cars happens on this side of the gear wrench toolboxes. This is my first time back in the shop, by the way, since
really?
I've had a baby. Yeah,
Well,
I haven't
congratulations, by the way. You got 2 boys. They're gonna think this is normal. They're gonna come to the RTR lab and then they're gonna run around in between all these race cars and they're gonna think,
I
why
agree.
is it that your dad, well, it's like, how is it that our friends' dads don't have a crazy RTR lab?
I agree. I agree. I've been thinking about that and how to make it not, well, they'll figure it out. I just want them to accept and enjoy it, but I don't want them to think that is normal.
Yeah.
Because they need to understand what it's taken, you know?
It's already bad with my son. He's like, anytime I have a press car or anytime I have another car to drive, he assumes like, oh, this is daddy's car.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I have
I
that
shove
many
all
cars.
these sweet cars. Yeah.
Exactly.
This is my old international car. I won Spain in this. I won China a couple times in this. So this was a FD spec chassis, about 2014 spec. And then we did China, Europe, and overseas for a couple years, and now it's back. So we just got it out of storage. I think I'm gonna sell it perhaps. So we're just cleaning that up when the guys get time.
Oh, this is a very, very important car in your career.
And then over here, stuffed in the corner, is my World Championship Mustang, my first Mustang. Won the USA versus Japan in it, won the 2007 World Championship, won my first FD round in 2008 with it, and then transitioned into the new Mustang, the 2010 Mustang in 2009, and then won my 2010 championship. So very special car to me. It's gonna get a full resto. I've got the Hasselgren 5-liter motor in there now. I've got a spare, so we're gonna get together, and I actually wanna do a video, this versus a new FD car.
Yes.
Just to see.
I love
it. It will
that.
get so freaking smoked, it won't even be funny.
It's hard for us to watch the videos from back then.
I know, dude.
2004, 2005, 2006, FD, even
Yeah.
7 and 8. I feel like 9 is kind of maybe when it makes a turn, like 9 or 10, 'cause when you won the championship is when it really ramped up.
Fox body, everyone knows the Funhaber Fox.
Oh yeah, the last time I saw this, the doors were off, Cletus was driving.
Yep.
And I was following him in my car.
So this is Ray's lair. So for those of you who know Ray, or Shaky Ray, he's our technical director, does all of our tuning, and he's the mad scientist behind all the electronics and effectively, runs the show when it comes to technical things. A longtime friend of mine, used to be at MA Motorsports, and he's been with us now for 3 or 4 years, and one of my great friends. I've known him for over 15 years. In fact, fun fact, Ray was the first person to ever sponsor me. I talked him into giving me a set of Tanabe sway bars for my S13. He had them on eBay.
Incredible.
And that's how we met.
Sponsored.
So this is our fabrication area. Right now, they're working on the muscle truck, which we'll be using as a camera car tomorrow, the F-150 RTR muscle truck. This is our clean room. So this is where any transmissions, differentials, anything that needs to be cleaned gets worked on. We don't do motor internals here at all. So this is just mainly gearboxes and differentials. This is dirtiness, right? Sanding, cutting, grinding. And obviously here, this is Aaron, who's got Chelsea's shirt right there. He's our fabrication genius. You doing some carbon here too today?
Yeah, I've been gluing doors in between everything.
Okay. Yeah, so this is how our parts come. We get the door inner skin and the outer skin, and then Aaron
Well,
puts them
these are
in the mold.
for the comp cars.
Yeah, these are FD. These comp car doors or demo car? Okay.
They usually start as comp car when they're fresh, and then after they've been repaired, you get a little heavy, then they go to demo.
Then they go to demo. There we go.
Thanks, Chelsea.
So there's obviously a chassis jig plate, and then we have a chassis plate. So this would be a jig, use these holes, mount up fixtures and things like that. And there's just a simple flat chassis plate where you put the car down, it's flat. So there's a new chassis that's getting put together right now.
That's your first RC car too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Brocky. Not my first,
Oh,
but first one in Walmart. Then just some storage stuff here, junk that needs to be figured out where we're putting it.
I love the hood, the stack of hoods. Like,
Yeah, I want to
just
hang
so-
them all up, but a lot of history here. and these hoods. I want to hang them all. That's what I said. We got another 10% to get stuff cleaned up.
I really like what you've done with the place, especially when it's all my pictures. This one is special to me because when anybody mentions anything about the Nürburgring, I tell them that I drove it backwards at speed in Vaughn Jr.'s RTR Mustang.
Yep, and you did. In fact, is that going backwards?
No, that's going forwards.
That's right.
But I immediately turned around, went backwards to meet up with you guys to finish the video.
Coming in here, so we have 2 paint booths. That's our mixing room. We got full vinyl facility over here, and then another prep bay. This is Adam's demo car, and the reason why I can't show you yet is because the other side has a test livery on it.
We'll blur that out.
Okay.
You guys will get to see it at
Wait, let me show you what I'm really excited about, though.
Yeah.
So this just got done.
This is crazy. Body parts.
Ta-da! So a little test pad.
Your own shred area.
Well, we used to just come through, see the old spot there? There was a fence there, so we just come through and rip through the fence. I'm like, no, I want to be able to come stacked in door to door. So this was all grass. So we had this done. It's not perfectly even, but it's good for suspension testing.
That's your building too, then?
Yeah, this is our warehouse. Sorry, yeah, this is RTR warehouse.
This is so crazy.
It's crazy, Larry.
And what do the locals say when you're out here shredding?
They love it. We've had the cops come. They're fine. These guys come out and take photos. This is a racing town. Like, they don't care. We can hear Charlotte Motor Speedway like nonstop here. So it's pretty rad. And now we've got tons of room to play. Chelsea and I have had a ton of fun out here.
So you have 2 paint booths, a vinyl shop, and a body shop too?
Yep.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It is really crazy.
And then, now we have all these trailers.
So this is really cool because you guys can load up in the rain.
Yeah, we got the full covering. So it's really cool how they had this laid out.
This is built for racing, so that's why all this stuff is here.
They would just back the cars up, unload them, straight over to that lift, which is a wash bay, and then they go right into the shop to be pulled apart and then prepped for the next race. So we just kind of follow that process.
But like right now, the guys are loading up. That's the NASCAR demo car.
Yep.
That's Joey's.
Yep.
So you guys are taking that rig.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
that rig will be supporting the shoot tomorrow.
Got it. And this is
that's the war cart for FD.
Just you got enough nitrous,
If you
bro?
can't get any nitrous, you know where it's at, guys.
Oh my God, so much.
Got a little dyno that came with the joint.
Have you guys had a chance to use it
yet?
yet?
Works. We use it. Yep.
That is
Convenient.
the ultimate flex, really, to have your own dyno.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
That is so cool. This is a historic car too, huh?
Yeah, so this is, I have to confirm, and I'm still trying to confirm, but I think this is the car that I won the 2010 championship with. Falcon had it, JTP bought it, and then I bought it from JTP. And he gave me my steering wheel out of it and told me that it was my 2010 steering wheel. So I've just got to confirm based on, in fact, I'm gonna ask Kevin right now.
This is the crazy thing is you have too many Mustangs and too many competition Mustangs, you can't figure out. You don't even know if you won a championship in this.
It's slightly embarrassing, Larry.
I think it's a good problem to have. This is your tire warehouse here.
Yep, these are tires for demos. So this is stuff that we've got on deck. For a lot of them are for the Mach-E, and then of course for the rest of our fleet.
Just recently, I started drifting. I know, after all these years, shooting you guys for 17 years, I finally decided.
I bet you picked it up pretty good quick too, huh?
Pretty fast. I was able to start connecting the whole course on my second time out, partially because the car was built enough. My 350Z was built enough to do that.
Yeah.
I wanted to go out the first time with a pretty much completely stock car just to see what it would be like with the VLSD, and it was difficult. But once I went welded, coilovers, all of that, e-brake, everything, it was so fun. And because my entire life I wanted to go fast straight, but now all I want to do is drift.
Sure.
So when I look at that, I just realized that won't last very long with you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It looks like a lot,
Yeah, but it's not.
but given how we go through them. So yeah, man, it's I'm so pumped that you're drifting though. You know, Andy from Race Service, he like just from watching us when he went to go out drift, he just picked it up like nothing. So I'm imagine that it was very similar to you. Plus, you've always been able to drive.
Here's the thing is when I'm following you guys inches away from your bumper, I'm really taking in all the information I can, and I kind of know how the car should behave, you know?
Yeah.
I just know when you're gonna come back around again. I could feel it, I could see it. My life was just following you guys around and filming you guys, so it's a lot of fun, and I'm glad I finally in a position to do so.
I'm glad that you are too. You deserve it, Larry. All right, so now we're going up. We're just gonna sneak through the media area.
The nerds.
The nerd nest.
This is where you hide the nerds.
I call it the nerd nest. So this is just storage and mezzanine. You got a bunch of Optima batteries, tons of Pennzoil,
Jeez.
some Recaro. These are actually donors for office seating that they sent us. More Pennzoil on more Pennzoil. The good stuff.
I need a crate of that stuff at my house.
And this is the nerd nest. So this is all the media team. They're all probably out because they've been prepping and pre-productioning for tomorrow.
Yeah, all this stuff is going to be used for tomorrow's shoot.
Of course, if you know Crenshaw, you know he's got to have a freaking fancy coffee machine.
Yeah,
There's Crenshaw's
he poured me one and
office.
it was really good.
And this is my office. This is Andy,
Hey, Andy.
my assistant and our special projects manager. And this is my office, still moving in some boxes, don't mind that, but couple things. This is my crash wheel from Fair Islands, that moment. Remember that moment, Larry?
We won't
There's
forget.
the crash fender. Never forget.
Oh. That's not good. When that happened, the first thing I said is like, come on, they'll be able to fix it. You know, when we were in a Russian village in Japan, it's like, same thing. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna fix it.
We'll fix it.
You know?
Yeah, I can't believe I did that, but it happened, and we made it work. 24 hours later, the A-team made it happen. So yeah, man, that's our humble abode here.
Thank you so much for having me. I feel like I'm gonna come back here a lot more often.
I would love to have you.
I'm just so proud of you. Is that weird?
No, not
that
at all.
weird?
I appreciate it. You and I have been doing this for a long time, and it's really cool, I think, for both of us to see our mutual success. So you saying that you're proud of me, I'm very grateful for that, just as I am very proud of you. And we've been doing it, man. We've been chasing our dreams and believing it and surrounding ourselves with the right people and just making it happen. Hats off to us, bro.
Well, tomorrow we're gonna shoot all day, and it's gonna be epic.